and watch our thoughts today. So meditation is nothing but to just watch our thought, So meditation is already within us, the samadhi, the enlightenment, whatever we call it, it's already there. But our mind takes us away from it, away from this moment. Always tries to find happiness on others or other things or tomorrow or next moment. It is never present in this moment. So mind is either past or future, and meditation is always in the present moment. And once we are in this moment here and now, then only Osho says that we are living life. We know what life is. Otherwise, we are just running like a zombie, running like a robot. We don't know where we are going. We don't have any clarity. Wherever magnetic forces pulls us, we go over there. We don't even know what we are doing, why we are doing. We don't even know why we are working. We don't know anything. Because we are crippled by tomorrow's fear, what's going to happen tomorrow. And then we are always depressed about yesterday, what happened yesterday. So freedom from mind is first and last freedom, and freedom from mind is meditation. And we have glimpses of those moments throughout the day, watching sunrise, eating delicious food, So nature has helped us to that thoughtlessness stays. So if a child is born, then let's say if a child is going to die when he or she is 80 years old, so the moment he's born is all future. So that 80 years old is all future. And if child is 40 years old, around our age, then that has past and future. So if you're 70 years old, then you have 10 years future. You have 60 years of past, your mind. And more we are in the mind, more serious we'll look, more long face we will look. Your eyes will be so tired because you have so much information, so much experience, so much knowledge in your mind that you look more serious and serious. So meditation is an effort to be childlike, like those kids who were on the Zoom at that age. There is no tomorrow. You live spontaneously. You get ice cream, you are happy. If you don't get a toy, you start crying. Everything is very spontaneous at that time. But as we age, as we grow, and society, teachers, parents, scriptures, hobbies, puts all the information in our mind, then we become more rigid, more serious. Then we start having expectation, then we start having attachment, we start being perfect. So we start comparing our happiness with others' happiness. If others are making more money, we'll get jealous. If others' lives are so happy on Facebook and Instagram, we become jealous. That is the only. So because we are in our mind, and mind loves to compare, mind is always curious, mind is never happy with what you have. It always needs more and more, and which is not bad in a way if we know how to use the mind. But if mind uses it, then it makes us miserable. And today I was listening to a discourse where a 11 years old um, 11 years old kid was brought to Osho, and her eyes was so serious, and Osho looked at her eyes, and then he could see her past lives. And then she was very tired. She used to act like she's like 60 years old. She's like grumpy. She used to teach her parents what to do, what not to do. She knew everything. So very different kind of kid, and she knew everything. And then Osho looked at her past life, and she also remembered her last life. She could not remember the life before, but when Osho looked at it, then he found out that she could remember three lives. So one of the lives, she was in Assam, in one of the state in India, where she died at age of 7. And she could speak small some Assami language. She knew some cultures over there. And in her last life, she was born in Osho's state, Madhya Pradesh. The college where Osho went, and she died there when she was 60 years old. And in this life, she's 11 years old. So she has 78 years of life experiences, and she's confused who she is now, because she can remember everything. So that's why for us, it's a blessing that nature has put that buffer. We cannot remember our past life. Imagine we already have so much shit going on in our life, in this life. If you remember two, three other lives, then we'll be confused as hell. So, but some mistake happened in nature's in nature's programming, that buffer was broken. So she got born in a village, and her neighbor was her kid and son and daughter, and she could remember everybody, and she could like recognize everything. She was everything. So that's why her eyes was very serious. She had so much information. She can remember her three bodies and different families, and she don't know who she is in this life, what is her purpose. So she was very tense, and she was very disturbed and misaligned. So Osho, with meditation and all, and he did some hypnosis on her so she could forget her past life, and so that she was present in this life. So now then after 11, she was more like child. Now she started smiling, she started painting, she started swimming, she was dancing, because she has no past memories now. So friends, not to remember past is also a blessing. So that's why nature is doing favor on us, that we are not remembering our past. So Osho says we can remember everything from year three until now. So all the psychological memories, we can remember our parents slapping us, our teachers torturing us. We can remember everything. So that when we meditate now, it comes up from our unconscious mind. Everything comes up. So that's why kids, they go against their parents, because now they're like, why did you do that to me? So because when they were small, they were very innocent and helpless, because they had to depend on food and shelter and clothing and everything else on their parents. Now kids are self-sufficient. Now their subconscious mind, unconscious mind comes up. Now they start questioning. Now they'll go to your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, uncles surrounding and ask, why did you do that to me? They want answers now. So part of conscious parenting is, if parents are also meditating, then they can make conscious decision and can give freedom to their kids, well as protecting them also, not being attached and possessed to their, limiting their growth as well, because we don't know what's their karma, what we don't know what's their life purpose is. So we are just a medium, so that kids and soul comes through us, but we are not nobody. So as a meditator, that consciousness comes that every life is so valuable, every life has its own purpose. And the amazing thing is, even if you remember past life, you will not be in the same body, you'll be in next body. So no human body can be same in any lives. So it's such a miraculous of universe that we get such a unique body that we cannot be compared with. So today we'll learn how to be present in this moment and what is mind, and we'll practice one meditation where we'll be watching our thought. So before that, let's start with Gacchami prayer. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I go to the refuge of awakened ones, Buddha, Jesus, Shiva, Krishna, whoever, whatever masters or God or mentors or gurus you are attuned with, remember them. When you remember them from heart, their presence is felt, their blessing is felt. Without their blessing, this journey is very arduous, very tough. They need to show us the way, because the chances of getting lost is very, very high. So we need gurus, their blessings, and they encourage us to find master that we already have within. So um, we need their wisdom for us to go within. Sangam Saranam Gacchami. We need the support of Sangha, each other, ashrams, retreats and meditation group like that. In group meditation goes very deep, very quickly. And Dhamma, the ultimate law, everything has a law. If that law is upside down slightly little bit, then everything collapses. Sun has to rise on the certain time. There is law of rose flower, there is law of stars, laws of moons. Everything has in perfect order. So every small thing also disturbs, then everything collapses. So in a way, we all are interdependent. We are not separate, we all are one. If somebody in the family is sick, you feel disturbed too, because if your daughter of your son is sick, you feel disturbed too. If your wife is sick, you feel disturbed too. If something happens in Middle East or other part, you feel disturbed too, because the Dhamma is one. So we all feel that same suffering. Okay, so just close your eyes, drop everything from your mind. You can do namaste or bow down, or just put your hand on your heart center and just be thankful for this moment. My job, my wife, my kids, this roof, this food, whatever you have. Be thankful for all the sorrows, pain, and all the good news and everything. Be thankful for everything. Everything is there for a reason, for us to learn and grow towards the truth, towards enlightenment, towards nirvana.
Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami.
So we'll watch a small video on subconscious mind. Osho has talked about 9 types of being, and Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, they have talked about all these unconscious mind. So the first one, the conscious mind, is the moment where we are present for a little bit, So it's like 1/10 of our mind. We feel so present in this moment, like we're eating food, we're meditating now, air is cool, you can hear the sound of aeroplane, whatever is happening, you're so present until something triggers in you, until you hear a bad news. I mean, you might be eating delicious food now, and you hear the news that somebody is dying. Then the tasty food also becomes not tasty now. Something triggers you, and all the emotions from subconscious mind comes up. You hear a bad news or good news, so that all your emotions and your rejected feelings comes up. Or the person you hated or had conflict with in the past shows up, like he's there. Then your tummy like feels very weak. So these things, until those things comes up, you are very fine in the present moment. So that is called conscious mind, and below that the subconscious mind is very vague, where all the emotions are hidden. So unconscious mind is where all the personal individual suppressed feeling is hidden. So in my unconscious mind, it is like my closet or my storage room. I put all my rejected feelings there from childhood of this life and all other lives. If you believe in past life, all other lives, rejected feeling is kept in that closet. So it stinks. So, but that is very individual, that is very personal, that is only yours. Rejected feelings and emotions, that is unconscious. And collective unconscious is where you feel rejected emotions of all human beings, all homo sapiens. And so that's why most of the time, you are not disturbed because of your thought, because you are disturbed because of others thoughts and vibration, because of, if they're thinking too much negative, that will come to you too. If they are complaining a lot, they are on low energy, and if you hang out with them, their thoughts comes to you. So in collective unconscious, we feel thoughts and emotions of all human beings. And in cosmic unconscious, we not only feel suppressed emotions and thought of human being, but we feel thoughts and emotions of plants and animals, pets, and even rocks and trees and moon and the sun. So Osho says we all are evolved from those things. So some people are very attracted to cats and dogs because they were cats and dogs in one of their lives. So they know that feeling. If somebody just hits the dog, they know the pain of being dog. So somebody is attached to being tree, they go and hug tree all the time because they remember something of that life. So we all have our dominant remembrance from past life. I might remember like only water. I'm very attracted to water because something has happened in past which was related to water. I might be living in the ocean or by the ocean or whatever is the case. So some people are attracted to the mountains and forest because of their past life impression. So that is our predominant memories that comes to us that we have to work in this life. Some people are very afraid of fire, and so many now therapists has written books that when they went to the past of that client, they found out that that client was burned in the fire and they died, because that's why they are so afraid of fire in this life. Or water, they drown. Some are afraid of height, some are afraid to love, they are afraid to trust because they have been betrayed so many times in many lives. So some are afraid to, um, they don't have any confidence or courage, they don't have any fire, they don't have belief in themselves because they have been belittled in so many lives, they have been judged in so many lives, so that they can never be open. They're always like afraid of others opinion. They're very um into themselves, they're in their own zone only. They don't want to be seen or heard or anything. So that's why sometimes to go in meditation, when these things comes up, it's very good practice to look at it. So as a meditator, how would we know that our meditation is growing? Is if these thoughts don't bother you. So some thought from the past comes and it does not bring in any sadness or tears, or it does not disturb your peace, you can see as a movie and it goes away, then that means you have good understanding of life and your meditation is growing. So for some people, if their house is burned, they have that memory and they feel disturbed. So for some people, when they buy a new house, they feel very excited. And for meditator, excitement also, sad news, both are bad, because those are all vibration level, and in vibration level there is no good and bad. Only mind says good and bad. In the vibrational level, everything is one, it's only vibration, and from vibration thought comes. So for meditators, we have to get rid of those vibration, those heaviness in our heart. So it's a good practice. So we'll listen to Osho. Let's watch this video.